Evening all. Welcome to my slide presentation on regression coefficient results. My name is Ayodele Ojo, a student at the California Intercontinental University. The agenda for today will be covering the variables and explanations of the keys used, the decision consideration, which means the basis of which an hypothesis will be either accepted or rejected for the null hypothesis, the results of the test itself, key takeaways obtained during the course of this presentation and analysis, a question and answer slide. There is also a couple of slides which will cover 3 chosen articles read during the course of this unit, a summary of why these articles were beneficial to my understanding and coming to this point. That will be a very brief presentation on that, which will allow you to read the presentation and the contents. So without further ado, we'll start with the variable keys. The different keys that we'll be looking at today will be covering income, which is self-reported by the participants in the USD, which is US dollars, the debt, again self-reported, savings, self-reported, and stock, which is self-reported. Basically, evaluation of the stocks, bonds, and the 401k owned by the participants in US dollars. These will be the variables that will be analyzed. They will either come up as an independent variable or a dependent variable. The decision consideration will be based on what we've had in the past, wherein if P is less than the significance level alpha, which is 0.05, the decision will be to reject the null hypothesis, and in so doing, accept the alternative hypothesis. In the first example, there was no significant result found. This is simply because the p-value, which you have here, was higher than the alpha value of 0.05. So in this case, we could not reject the null hypothesis. It basically says no significant result found. So we will be accepting the null hypothesis here that the regression coefficient beta is 0. In essence, we are saying that there is no relationship between debt and income. In the next example, we have a significant result found, and here we are accepting the alternative hypothesis because P here is less than 0.05. So we will be rejecting the null hypothesis and accepting the alternate hypothesis, that is, that the regression coefficient beta is non-zero, which means there is a statistical significant regression between savings and income. The following parameters also lends credibility to the acceptance of this alternate hypothesis. A similar scenario occurs with the third example, wherein again we will be accepting the alternate hypothesis simply because P is less than 0.05. And here we're talking about savings and stocks, which logically made sense. The key takeaways are that regression analysis is a way to determine if there's a statistical significant regression between two variables, such that you can predict the value of the dependent variable from the values of the independent variable. 2. PSPP can be used to undertake regression analysis in a very simple and fast, accurate method. However, to undertake regression analysis using PSPP, you must ensure that you obtain 1. The coefficient, 2. the confidence interval, and finally R, where R is R squared. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on the CIU website. Thank you for listening. Hope to hear from you soon. However, please wait for a further presentation of 4 more slides covering the articles read. For the next couple of slides, I will not be saying anything that much. It's just to show what has been written up for your consumption. Basically, it's a selection of 3 slides, 3 articles that I read during the course of this unit and which helped me understand the unit a bit better. The first one was on logic of hypothesis testing. The second one, the chi-square test of independence. Was a mini tab blog presentation on regression analysis. Relevance of those 3 articles are captured on this slide here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hope to speak to you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.